MLB Diamondbacks versus the Padres. We got Marquez for the Padres and Gallen for the Diamondbacks. If you guessed that the Padres have been the worst team in the last 10, you would be correct. 1-9, a putrid season for them so far. But they get a good pitching matchup here. Gallen's been pretty awful. The odds tell you that. You got a struggling team, and yet they're a little bit of a favorite here, but over under 8.5. What do you make of this game?
Yeah, speaking of Zach Gallen, what the hell is going on with him? He looked like one of the brightest young pitchers in baseball a few years back, and now here he is. He just can't get anybody out. I mean, not only has he struggled all year, over his last 3 starts, an 11.02 ERA, a 171 WHIP, and also over his last 7, an 8.68 ERA, a 177 WHIP. He's allowed 10 home runs over his last 37 1/3 innings pitched. So not very good when it comes to Zach Gallen. And Arizona, by the way, they've averaged 5 runs per game over their last 6. So keep that in mind when I get down to my free pick, because the Padres, as Andy alluded to, are 1-9 in their last 10 games, and they've allowed 8.3 runs per game during that time. And despite their anemic offensive numbers, I should say, of late, they still have managed to hit 10 home runs in the last 7 games, meaning the Padres. And German Marquez, 3 home starts this year, a 10.38 ERA, a 192 WHIP, and allowed 7 home runs in those 3 home starts in just 13 innings pitched. Just absolutely brutal. And the Padres bullpen, over their last 7 games, a 9.20 ERA and a 198 WHIP, allowed 10 home runs in 29 1/3 innings pitched. You're not going to win a lot of games like that, Andy, with a bullpen performance like that. But we have 2 struggling starting pitchers. We have 2 teams that will take advantage and exploit that, even though they're not putting up prolific offensive numbers of late. And I'm going to go with the D-backs and the Padres to go over 8.5. Now, there are some 9s out there. That's okay, folks. I got an 8.5 over at FanDuel. There's also an 8.5 over at Caesars. But if you can't get 8.5 and you get 9, that's fine. So there you have it. We got to get 9 runs to win the over 8.5, Andy. So why would I tell somebody not to take it at 9? The worst they're going to do is a push if that falls on that number.
Yeah, absolutely. Great way to play it. I want to get to this second game, but Ross, it's $5 Tuesday. What do you have up for everyone?
$5 Tuesday. I have a 4% money line top play in Major League Baseball tonight, folks. I absolutely love this game. The only reason why I'm not making this a 5% best bet is because we're not allowed to use 5% best bets on $5 Tuesday. So take advantage of this. Normally $30, today $5. Major League Baseball been on fire, 8-2 with my last 10 and 14-4 with my last 18 Major League Baseball premium picks. So take advantage, folks. MLB money line, 4% top plate. It should be a 5% best bet, but not to cry, not to give you a sob story, but it's $5 Tuesday. We can't use 5% best bets.
Go get Ross's 4.9% best bet, everybody. Yeah. It's only $5.
4.99. 4.99, Andy.
Yeah, get that. All right, let's talk about the poor Lorenzen for the Colorado Rockies. He gets to face the Dodgers and Wrobleski. I mean, Lorenzen. It's like, man, you guys can't find anybody better. Like this ERA 6.91. It's just it's insane. What can you do with this game? You're almost having to lay 1-3 or 2 plus 235. The over/under is 9.5. I see the Dodgers even in their stadium. This is not in Colorado. This is at Dodgers. Their team total is 5.5. So I don't know. What do we do with this game, Ross?
Well, let me preface this by saying this game was assigned to me. It wasn't a game of choice. Yes. I will tell you that I put together something where I think we're going to have the winner in this game. And, boy, you talk about Michael Lorenzen. I don't know if you remember, guys, he started out his Major League Baseball career as an outfielder, and he was a pretty good hitter with power. And over the last few years, you wonder why he hasn't given up the pitching and gone back to the outfield. But in any event, it shows a shortage of quality starting pitchers in Major League Baseball when he continues to be part of a rotation, albeit a very bad one with the Colorado Rockies. Lorenzen, over his last 11 starts, Andy had mentioned his 6+ ERA on the season, but over his last 11 starts, 7.44 ERA, 185 WHIP. This is a Colorado team that's really struggled as a run line underdog this year when playing quality teams. They're 7-25 this year as a +1.5 run line underdog when going up against teams like the Dodgers that have a +0.5 or better run per game differential. They're also 1-9 this year as a run line +1.5 dog when they face National League teams like the Dodgers that have a team on base percentage of 340+. So in Colorado, by the way, 15-30 on the road this year. Conversely, the Dodgers 30-15 at home. Offensively, the Dodgers over their last 7 games, 5.7 runs per game, a 358 team on base percentage. And left-hander Justin Robleski gets the start tonight for the Dodgers, and he's been in excellent form over his last 3 starts with a 2.25 ERA, 0.85 WHIP, averaging 6.7 innings pitched per start, which is that's a very healthy number, and especially in the modern day of baseball where 5 and 6 innings seem to be the norm for starting pitchers. Robleski also this year 6-0 is a run line favorite of -1.5 when facing teams with a losing record. Dodgers winning all 6 of those games that Robleski started in that exact situation, not only winning, but winning by 8.8 runs per game. The Dodgers are 4-1 in their last 5, 11-3 in the last 14. Andy, I've left with no choice here. The best option to bet on this game, in my eyes, is the LA Dodgers -1.5 at odds of -130 on the run line over the Colorado Rockies.
Great breakdown. Poor Lorenzen. It's just walks out there and gets shelled. He's getting worse, like you pointed out. It's unbelievable.